under the starry blanket. It was a cold winter evening, the kind where the chill in the air seeps into your bones no matter how many layers you wear. The forest was draped in a hushed silence, broken only by the rustling of leaves as icy winds whispered through the towering trees. Shadows danced as the moonlight filtered through the dense canopy, and the forest floor shimmered under the faint glow of frost. A small group of friends had set up camp in a clearing surrounded by ancient oaks and pines. The heart of their camp was a blazing bonfire, its golden flames flickering upward as if trying to touch the infinite expanse of the star-studded sky. Wrapped tightly in woolen blankets, the group huddled close to the fire. The warm light illuminated their faces, revealing expressions of joy, curiosity, and a touch of mystery as they shared stories. The smell of burning wood mixed with the aroma of freshly brewed coffee wafted through the air, creating an ambience both cozy and magical. "Do you think this forest has its own secrets?" Mira asked, her voice soft and curious. She pulled her blanket tighter around her shoulders and stared into the flames as if expecting them to answer. Aryan, the oldest and the self-appointed storyteller of the group, smirked and leaned forward, the firelight casting dramatic shadows on his face. "Every forest has secrets, Mira. This one? This one is no exception. They say that on nights like these, when the wind sings and the stars shine brightest, the spirits of the forest come out to listen to human stories." A shiver ran through the group, though whether it was from the cold or Aryan's words, no one could tell. "But how do they listen?" asked Rhea, her voice trembling just a little. She glanced nervously at the dark woods surrounding them. Aryan shrugged, a mischievous glint in his eyes. "Who knows? Maybe they're watching us right now, hidden among the trees, waiting for a tale that catches their fancy." At that moment, the wind picked up, whistling through the trees and making the fire crackle louder. The flames flickered, casting long, ghostly shadows that danced wildly against the trunks of the trees. Mira let out a nervous laugh, and Rhea moved closer to the fire, her wide eyes scanning the forest edge. "Enough of your stories, Aryan," said Kabir, the practical one, shaking his head. "You'll scare them so much they won't sleep tonight." But Aryan wasn't done. He leaned back, his voice dropping to a conspiratorial whisper. "They say if you tell a story the spirits like, they'll reward you. But if they don't," he paused dramatically, letting the silence stretch. "Well, let's just say you don't want to find out." Just then, a shooting star streaked across the sky, its light bright and fleeting. The group fell silent, each of them caught in the beauty of the moment. The forest seemed to hold its breath, the wind pausing as if to let them absorb the magic of the night. As the night grew colder, the group continued sharing stories, their laughter mingling with the crackle of the fire. Above them, the stars twinkled, a million tiny lanterns in the dark. The world outside the clearing felt distant, as if the forest had wrapped them in its own protective cocoon. Hours passed, and the fire began to die down, its glow turning soft and amber. One by one, the friends drifted off to sleep, cocooned in their blankets, their faces peaceful in the warmth of the dwindling flames. Only Aryan remained awake, his gaze fixed on the stars. For a moment, he thought he saw something move in the shadows, a faint outline, almost human, watching them. But when he blinked, it was gone, leaving only the gentle rustling of the wind and the soft glow of the embers. Smiling to himself, Aryan whispered, "I hope you liked our stories," before pulling his blanket over his shoulders and closing his eyes. Above, the stars seemed to shine a little brighter, as if in response.